All right, y'all, let's talk about something real in the WNBA right now. 5 games into her rookie season, and one player's already got people saying, with her in the league, we've sold more merch than all of last year combined. No matter how we feel about the attention she's getting, the numbers don't lie. Our jerseys are flying off the shelves. People are watching us now. And the fact that she's making the league more popular for the masses? That's benefiting everybody. Sold-out arenas everywhere, and the girls who are actually playing? We're finally getting seen. She can't sign every deal out there, right? So that means there's a trickle-down effect. Every loaf of bread she gets, some slices are coming off. Someone's gotta eat. Before, there was no loaf, just crumbs. Now, loaves are coming. Be excited. But here's the kicker. The WNBA just met its biggest problem. And her name is Caitlin Clark. She's not just breaking records, she's breaking the system. One rookie, straight out of college, is triggering nationwide venue changes, selling out NBA-sized arenas, and single-handedly driving over 26% of all WNBA activity. That's not hype, that's straight disruption. Teams are canceling concerts, rescheduling games, moving out of their own buildings just to fit the chaos that comes with hosting Clark and the Indiana Fever. She's been nicknamed the scheduling conflict, but let's be real, she's more like a walking, shooting, ticket-printing earthquake. And while the league cashes in, there's one question no one seems to be asking out loud. What happens when one player becomes bigger than the league itself? When every team, every arena, even the rules of home court advantage start shifting. To make room for her shadow? Is this the WNBA's golden era, or is it quietly building a dangerous imbalance that could break everything it's trying to build? So let's get into it. The money, the memes, the rising tension, and why Caitlin Clark's superstardom might be the best and worst thing to happen to women's basketball. Before we jump into the chaos, though, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more deep dives, drama, and insider WNBA breakdowns coming your way. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's next. What's happening right now in the WNBA? It's bigger than basketball, and it might just be a problem no one, not the teams, not the league, not even the fans, actually wants to solve. Let's break it down, not from the top, but from the eye of the storm. First up, the scheduling spiral. If you're a WNBA exec and you see Indiana Fever on your home schedule, you've got two choices: ride the wave or get swept by it. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just coming to town, she's bringing everybody with her. TV crews, ticket, scalpers, casual fans, TikTok vloggers, and a swarm of first-timers who didn't know what a 3-second violation was 6 months ago. The league? It's folding fast under the demand. Take the Fever's game against the Dallas Wings, scheduled for June 27th. Originally set for College Park Center, 7,000 seats. Nice, intimate, cozy. Not anymore. Now it's moving to the American Airlines Center, where the Dallas Mavericks play, a full-blown NBA arena with 20,000 seats. Why? Because 7,000 seats wouldn't even scratch the surface. The moment Fever tickets go on sale, they disappear. And guess what? That's not the first move. Not even close. The Atlanta Dream bumped their home opener from a 3,500-seat venue to State Farm Arena, which holds 16,888 fans. A team rep claimed it was due to a scheduling conflict at their usual Gateway Center. Yeah, okay. The fans didn't buy it either. They knew exactly what was going on. Social media clapped back fast, dubbing Caitlin Clark the scheduling conflict. And if you've seen that meme of her sipping from a straw like she knows she runs the league, yeah, it's viral for a reason. But here's where it gets wild. The money. People are calling it Clarkonomics, and it's not just a joke, it's real. Clark's rookie year generated a jaw-dropping $36 million economic boost for Indianapolis alone. Think about that. One player, one city, one season. And it gets better, or scarier depending on your angle. According to valuation experts, Clark was responsible for 26.5% of all league-wide WNBA activity in 2024. That's ticket sales, merch, TV ratings, all of it. 1 out of every 4 WNBA eyeballs is focused on her. Let me put it even plainer. For every 6 tickets sold anywhere in the WNBA, 1 is because of Caitlin Clark. This isn't just fanfare. This is infrastructure. Cities are planning around her. Teams are reworking their marketing departments. Arena staff are working overtime. And with the Fever nominated for Sports Team of the Year by the Sports Business Journal, it's clear the impact isn't just local. It's rewriting how women's basketball is packaged, sold, and experienced. But here's the twist. Because there's always a twist. Is this too much? Is the WNBA becoming too dependent on one star? Let's talk about what it really means when every road game feels like a home game for the other team. The Indiana Fever are supposed to be guests in hostile territory, but lately they're greeted with sold-out arenas filled with fans in Clark jerseys, Fever merch, chants. Is this still competition? Or has Clark accidentally turned the league into a traveling showcase? Atlanta, Dallas, Chicago. They've all made venue changes just for Clark. But guess who loses in that? The actual home teams, who suddenly have fewer seats filled with their fans. It's not even about the scoreboard anymore. It's about the box office. Now, while the spotlight's blazing on Caitlin, something else is happening in the shadows, and it's just as interesting. Her teammates? They're stepping up too, and they're doing it in their own way. Let's talk about Sophie Cunningham, who came over from the Phoenix Mercury in a trade this offseason. She didn't just show up quietly. Oh no. She made headlines. With a now viral bikini cowgirl photo shoot in front of a pickup truck, decked out in black boots, a mini black bikini, and a cowboy hat. It wasn't just glam, it was strategic. She posted, "Get in, loser, we're going back roadin'." Boom. 30,000 likes, dozens of headlines, and a fan base that noticed. But she's not just a model, she's a baller. Cunningham called Caitlin the Taylor Swift of the WNBA and said she'd proudly be her Sabrina Carpenter, the backup, the opener, the hype girl. That's confidence and self-awareness. She knows the train Clark is driving, and she wants front-row tickets. Then there's Lexi Hull, quiet off the court until she landed a major brand deal with Athleta, one of the hottest women's fitness brands in the game. She said the partnership was a perfect match, empowering women, giving back, building community. She doesn't need a celebrity stylist, by the way. She builds her own game day fits. Fashion's part of her warm-up routine. Oh, and she just banked $50,000 after winning the unrivaled league this offseason. And guess who else dominated that same league? Enter Angel Reese, Clark's college rival turned pro star with the Chicago Sky. You want defensive dominance? Reese was named Unrivaled's first-ever Defensive Player of the Year, averaged 12.1 rebounds per game, led the best-scoring defense in the league, and helped Rose BC take home the title. The woman is everywhere. Interviews, highlight reels, all-star lists. Taylor Rooks even shouted her out personally in a powerful post about how historic and long overdue the spotlight on these women really is. Reese wasn't just defending the paint. She was building legacy alongside stars like Chelsea Gray, Nafisa Collier, and Kalia Copper. She proved this new generation of hoopers isn't just playing for clout. They're playing for impact. But hold up. Here's where it all starts to tighten. We've got a league on fire, a rookie pulling TV ratings like an entire franchise, veterans trying to find their footing next to a superstar who's soaking up every camera flash. So here's the real question. What happens if the WNBA builds too much around one player? Because right now the entire calendar feels like it's built around Caitlin Clark. The stadiums, the ticket prices, even the social media content. The Fever aren't just a team. They're the league's main attraction. The other teams? They're suddenly supporting cast. What happens when Caitlin takes a break? What happens if she gets hurt? Or, stay with me, what happens if someone else finally steals the spotlight? That's the tension simmering under all the hype. On one hand, the WNBA is exploding. Numbers up, seats filled, buzz real. On the other hand, the ecosystem might be teetering. Too much heat on one player can scorch the whole court. The scheduling, conflict isn't just about arenas anymore. It's about pressure, expectations, balance, and the big gamble every sports league eventually has to face. Do you ride the wave, or do you build a deeper ocean? Here's the thing. No one's really saying Caitlin Clark isn't just the WNBA's hottest star. She's its biggest gamble. Yeah, the league is raking in more money, attention, and buzz than ever before. But everything's moving so fast, it's easy to miss the cracks forming under the surface. Because while teams are cashing in by moving games to NBA arenas and social media's going nuts with scheduling conflict memes, the league is starting to feel a little lopsided. Think about it. When one rookie has that much influence, to the point where her road games look like home games, it messes with the balance, not just competitively, but financially and culturally too. The rest of the league risks becoming background noise in the Caitlin Clark show. And let's not forget, Clark hasn't even played a regular season WNBA game yet. What happens if she doesn't live up to the impossible expectations? Or worse, what if she gets injured? The WNBA has built its entire 2024 buzz around her. But what's the backup plan? Who's getting developed? Who else is being spotlighted long-term? Meanwhile, players like Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, and Angel Reese are grinding, winning, building their own brands, but still orbiting around the Clark phenomenon, whether they want to or not. That's a pressure cooker, not a growth strategy. So yeah, Caitlin Clark is electric, transformative, once in a generation. But if the league doesn't start spreading the love and building multiple stars, it's setting itself up for a crash. The WNBA doesn't have a Caitlin Clark problem. It has a Caitlin Clark dependency. And that's a risk no one seems ready to face. And that's a wrap. Now, I gotta hear from y'all, because this one's deeper than just hype. Do you think the WNBA is putting too much on Caitlin Clark's shoulders? Like, is the league building a superstar? Or accidentally creating a single point of failure? What happens if Clark hits a rough rookie year or gets sidelined? Does the buzz disappear? Or is the fanbase here to stay no matter what? And what about the other stars? Should the league be doing more to spotlight players like Angel Reese, Lexi Hull, or even Sophie Cunningham? Or is it smart to just ride the Clark wave while it's hot? Let me know your takes in the comments. Serious, wild, or hot? I want to see how y'all are feeling about the future of the WNBA, and if this scheduling conflict is really a blessing or a ticking time bomb. And hey, if you rocked with this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss a beat. We've got way more WNBA drama, deep dives, and unfiltered takes coming your way. Hit that bell too, because trust me, this season is just heating up and we're going all in. Catch y'all in the next one.